This week has been rather stressful. Very busy at work, trying to get the RV that I inherited, the bus, up and running and all that after 4 years of it sitting.
Why are you working on the bus the week that you have to go to the boats in the water?
Because we just planned on taking the bus camping this weekend. It was a last minute plan we made on Sunday night.
Did you take it?
Yeah.
You got it to run?
Yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Had
okay.
to,
I thought you'd been like you were working on it like just as at a random, not like you were planning on taking it.
had to swap the solar, reprime the water pump, get a new water pump for the RV water. Still needs a new shower valve because that's doesn't shut all the way, so it's allowing it to leak. So you got to walk by and click the pump on every time you want to do anything.
Does it have like propane fridges, like the whole everything in it, or is it
propane and AC powered fridge? It auto swaps depending on if you're running the generator.
does it have batteries?
Yep, it's only got one right now though. It doesn't have two. They went dead over the 4 years of it sitting, and
Okay.
I never got around to buying another one.
Okay, so batteries, propane, and it does have a generator.
Yep. It's 91 Bluebird special bus that was converted over to an RV. It's got a 75,000 watt generator, 4-burner house stove converted to run off LP.
Oh, it's a full size stove.
Yeah,
like with an oven, or is it just a range top?
Drop in range with the 4 burners.
Mm-hmm.
Because my grandma did not want a 2-burner stove.
I mean, that checks out.
Yeah. First generation memory foam beds.
The ones that you really sink in?
Yeah, they're a little rough.
You should try to put the wine glass on the side and jump.
You'd shake the whole bus, I think, is the problem.
The whole bus is going to start shaking.
I think the bed would be okay, but the bus might move a little bit.
How far did you take it?
3.4 miles.
Oh, so you could have pushed it. You could have flat towed it if you needed to.
Yeah. But it was back in the woods at a buddy's property. And there was some S-curves and stuff that people have to back up and turn the angle of their trailer in when they're bringing their campers back there. You can't do that when you're a straight axle truck. A bus is a bus. You don't get to turn it and change the angle or nothing.
So just drag it to the side.
There was some hairy moments getting back there the first time. Also, the fun of the first time you ever drove a bus, you're taking it through the woods.
Oh, this is the first time you drove it too?
The first time I've sat in the driver's seat, I drove it back into the woods.
Yeah, so that was a bad time all the way around.
Yeah. I was very red by the end of it when I got out.
Your hands hurt?
No, hands weren't hurt, but I was sweaty and all beat.
You weren't white knuckling it?
No. Steering wheels are massive. They turn better than you would think.
Buses have a shorter turn radius than you would think they would. Still massive, but it's not like a trailer. They don't articulate. So when you turn, the back end swings wide. So you can't be up against a wall and just cut it. The back kind of hits it.
It was a weird experience. And then today I drove it to my work, store it there. That was easy. Second time driving it. Had a lot more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have anyone sitting over my shoulder telling me how everything I was doing was wrong.
Who was sitting over your shoulder before?
My grandfather.
Oh, he was there with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
First drive.
First drive, you making sure you're driving his bus right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never got on the brakes early enough. I never used the signal early enough, and those were about his 2 big complaints.
How soon are you supposed to use a signal?
A little before the stop. A lot of roads have that stop ahead sign coming. You're supposed to be slowing down and have your signal on before that.
Got it. Okay. Well, now you know.
Did you know at least this RV, you have to turn your taillights on?
They're separate from the headlights?
Yeah, it's a different switch.
How'd you find out?
He asked me when we were going to put it in drive. He's like, "Are your taillights on?" I was like, "My headlights are. We just checked that." He goes, "What about taillights?" I was like, "That's a different switch." Also, fun thing, it's got a big switch panel, right? They're all pull-out switches. They're all unlabeled, and they're all the same switch. And there's about 16 of them on the board.
He knows what they all are, right?
He probably did before his dementia.
Oh, so I was gonna get at how about you take a label maker and him out there, but sounds like you probably should start flipping switch and see what happens.
Yeah. I just told my wife that we need a label maker. She got very excited. She's wanted one, but hadn't had the reason to pull
Yeah,
the
you know what
trigger
the first
yet.
thing you do with a label maker is?
Label the label maker.
Yes, so you know what it is.
What about your week? What have you been up to?
Well, thinking about the label maker at work, they have to everything is 5S to a T, so everything also has label maker stuff on it, and people get very petty about that. Where we had different size label makers, where some are like the labels are like this big, and some print like that wide. So like for like a small broom, people will just get the big one that says broom and stick it up there, or any like I don't know. There's like dust or something on the floor. People like sweep it up and put it on someone else's desk who was complaining about sweeping.
Then will they label it dust?
Not always, but it was very heavily implied. Like they might write dust with the dust.
I would definitely use the big label maker to put the dust there. So the 5S's, what do those stand for?
I have no idea. Like it's like safety, sustainability, structures, systemize, storage. I don't know. It's a bunch of that. It essentially means everything has a place, everything in its place. So, like the way that your dad used to have everything on the wall outlined,
Yeah,
with where it went, that would be a 5S standard of that's where that goes. Everybody knows it. It's not questionable.
yeah.
It goes here.
You place the thing on the wall, or you hang the thing, and then you draw a line around it that it goes here.
Right. And then also label it goes here. Just to make sure everybody knows. And then general housekeeping, everything's swept up, tidy, clean all times because everything has a place, everything in its place.
Fair
so
enough.
they're trying to implement that, which also part of it has to do with like not keeping junk around. Where in a maintenance department, yeah, there's like a homemade tool that you don't use every week, but when you do need
use it that one time, it saves so much time.
right? And so when someone else who is trying to 5S because that's their job is just like 5S person who doesn't understand that stuff, it comes in and starts throwing stuff away. Like we had a 500-foot garden hose, a little unsightly the way it was rolled up on. Kind of, it was hanging on the wall, but it's a long hose.
Yeah.
Only so much you can really do with
At
that.
some point, you're going to fail at your rolling, and it's going to start looking bad.
Yeah. And trash. That same week, we needed that hose. So you know what we got?
A new 500-foot hose?
Yep. So that sounds always kind of nice.
Yeah, the cleaning guy versus the maintenance guy probably don't get along too well.
We're like in like production areas, 5S can work, but like in maintenance stuff where you might not use that tool for 3 years. Or you might not use that hose for 2 years. But you don't know that. And you don't know when you're going to use it. Or same way, like even like our steel racks. Like I kid you not, like 98% of everything that's on the racks is full length. If you cut stuff off of it, where you take your 10-foot bar, now it's 4 foot, get rid of the 4-foot piece. Because now it's unorganized, doesn't match the rest, it's not systemized for a full length bar. It's partial.
But a partial is useful.
You ever seen like a short end rack? It's just racks of just small, odd shaped random pieces that when you need it, you can go find it, and it's way more convenient to just take a small block versus having to cut a piece off a 20-foot stick. But when you go into 5S, that kind of stuff, that's what happened. It goes away.
Yeah, can't keep that.
Because it's unsightly. It's unsightly. Unorganized. Not systemized. Because you can't inventory what's on that rack.
You can, it's just a lot more work. It's not quick and efficient.
You're trying to keep up with it and all that, and also, you're trying to get a caveman with a clipboard to keep up with that stuff.
Caveman with a clipboard.
Yeah, don't let... Yeah, a lot of more blue-collar guys, and you tell them to like assign stuff out of inventory, you get a yep. And then when they're out of something, and it wasn't reordered, because it was never signed out, they're still very upset that it wasn't reordered, even though they're the ones pulling it out.
Yeah.
Which myself included, like I get very mad when I run out of something, even though I never signed it out.
Yeah. When I pull parts from the parts bin, and then I never put, it on the order sheet, but then I go back to grab another one and it's not, we don't have any more. I'm like, Who the hell didn't do their job?
Right. Who messed this up?
It's me, but I'm gonna blame someone else. I'm
And
gonna
like
find
before
someone.
I say anything, I know it's me, but I'm gonna say something.
I'm gonna blame someone else.
But then people remind me that it's me. I'm like, yeah, but we gotta fix this.
Yeah. But now it's a you problem, not a me
we
problem.
need a better. We need a better system for this. Yeah, you
'Cause
got a
I'm
scan gun. It's a barcode. You just gotta scan it and hit quantity 2. However you took.
Because I'm not gonna fix what I do. I'm gonna keep doing exactly what I do.
Because like when you work somewhere, it's not exactly sales. If I'm pulling some O-rings off the shelf or some pipe clamps or whatever it is, I'm not selling to a customer. I'm not putting it in the system, barcoding it, and taking money for it. I'm in a rush. I need a hose clamp. I want this one, and I'm trying to go back to my stuff, not sign it all out.
We need to order parts for what I do as a mechanic off when I put it on the work order ticket. Not, I don't need to write it down on when I take it out. When the work order ticket gets through finance, they need to. The finance people also need to be the people writing the inventory tickets. Oh well, he used one of those. We need to buy a new one of those.
If I was trying to do office work, I would have done that.
I got a 3rd grade reading level. You can't expect me to write things down.
You got a reading level?
What?
You have a reading level?
Yeah, 3rd grade. Last time I took one of the tests.
Well, I've never taken a test. Yes, please. No, I've never taken the test, so thank you. I also don't have the diploma, so
Yeah.
Mr. College educated over here.
I did graduate college. Got an associate's degree with a 3rd grade reading level.
It's pretty good.
You know, at some point, that's what we should do. We should have a game on here where you give me spelling words and we see if I can get it.
Spelling words. Let's start with one. Spelling.
Spelling?
Spelling.
Spelling. There
There you go. No, I have like a 4th grade reading level, so you need to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, you're going to have a list. It's going to have to be a little bit more prepped than this one.
Yeah. And people all the time ask me how to spell stuff, and I answer very confidently.
I'm
Like I
the
say
best
it
of 'em.
very confidently, but how accurate it is also very questionable.
I can normally get you where autocorrect can help. Autocorrect can finish it off. But there's also words you're going to ask me to spell, like dyslexia. Oh,
There's an X in it.
maybe. Don't know.
No.
Not my problem.
Not my problem. Oh.
But as a mechanic, not a lot of mechanics are very good readers. It's not a common trait among us, though. I got a pay bump at one of my jobs because I could read.
When is this gonna run? Did you get it to start through the night?
Nope. Probably next year. It'll probably run next year.
Run next year?
Yeah.
Is your goal gonna be finishing all the body stuff or getting it to run first?
First goal is gonna be getting the title work figured out.
You have a title.
Kinda.
You have a title. It's just in a baggie.
Yeah.
In pieces.
Yeah. It'll run someday.
Which, speaking of that, the section where the seller's supposed to sign it, did he sign the shredded piece?
Yep. Well, it was a good title at one point.
Uh-huh.
The car has been sold 4 times before it got to me with the same signed title.
Oh, it's just been going around without ever getting put in a name.
Yeah, no one else has done the thing.
Nice.
I think I found the guy on Facebook because I was going to message him.
Ask him to go get a replacement title?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh.
If it is the guy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which I only have a name and a location. Titles don't give you a lot of information.
That's nice. I had the blue S10. He never gave me the title with it. Because I bought it and took it, and he said he was going to get me the title like the following day or week or something, and I never got it.
Did you ever? But you had that truck insured and like on the
Yeah.
road.
No, you can I'm trying to think. There was a place in Three Rivers I had to go and pay some money, sign some stuff. Police officer had to come to my house.
Oh, you got a bonded title for it.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, you get,
Because I signed something. Police officer had to verify the VIN number on the vehicle.
and that it wasn't stolen. Didn't
Right.
come back in the database.
Then he signed the piece of paper, and then I could take that piece of paper back to whatever company that was, and then I got a title in the mail.
Then you got, so the police officer signs it, and then you pay for bond insurance, and then you get a title normally through the Secretary of State's office.
Mhm.
With that and a online, what is it? Value, like Kelly Blue Book. They
Mhm.
appraise vehicles without ever seeing them.
Yeah.
Then you get that, and then you can go get your title.
No. Whatever it was, it was like all within a week I had the title. It's pretty quick. And it was a clean title when I got it. It wasn't salvaged, rebuilt, didn't say bonded or anything. It was normal, clean state of Michigan title.
I think the only hiccup on a bonded title is you can't sell it out of state for 3 years, and then it becomes a full, true, clean title.
Which I forget who I sold that to, or like I know I sold it, but I don't know.
Somebody else's problem.
Yeah,
Once I
I
sell
can't
it.
remember that. I sold the car.
Used cars, you're gonna get screwed.
Yeah, I abused that car too. That was another one I was not nice to. $500 in a high school parking lot.
The $500 car.
That was,
I think a lot of people can relate to the $500 car in high school. Not anymore. I don't see a lot of people getting that way with that anymore.
well, no, even it's like an old car now. Was it so in 2018, under federal law, all vehicles are required to have a backup camera.
Mm-hmm.
So everything on screen, doesn't matter how base model you get, it has to have a screen. 2018 after.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can buy like almost a 10-year-old beater, and it has a screen.
Yep. They got backup cameras now.
Yeah. Where I still think of a $500 car, when I think of a cheap car like that, it still has a cassette player that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And did you ever get like the cassette player that had like the wire that came out you could plug into your MP3 player?
Yep. Yep.
Which I think those things still ran on Magic, but that was always nice.
The wire or the cassette player?
No, like I know how cassette players work, but like I don't know how that cassette player had a wire going to it and it could read my MP3 player and then run a tape of digital music.
All right, I've never thought about this, but yeah, I have
You know what I'm saying?
idea how that
What I'm
works.
saying? It's kind of like you with the automatic transmission. It runs on Magic.
It doesn't run on Magic. I know
You
exactly.
told me that before. They run on Magic.
They do not run on Magic. The
Automatic
gear
transmission.
ratios are Magic.
What?
You've never looked at a planetary gear set.
Enlighten me.
So a planetary gear set, the most your typical 5-speeds have 3 small gears that run on the outside.
Yeah.
1 big gear in the center of it. Well, small big gear in the center, and then 1 gear on the outside. And you get 5 speeds of transmission out of that,
Mm-hmm.
and reverse
Yeah, you just put the one over there and it's reverse.
with clutches that don't actually directly touch those.
Mm-hmm. What's a whole stack?
Yeah, that's not touching the things that are spinning.
Yeah, but it touches the outside.
Sometimes.
Moves a fluid.
Well, the fluid's just for the torque converter.
What does the torque converter do?
Torque converter. So a torque converter, you spin one side of it with water, and it's got little dampers, and then the other side spins because the water catches it and makes it spin.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get on average, I think it's 15% or 18% loss through a transmission.
Is it only automatic or is that manual too?
Automatic.
I said manual doesn't have a torque converter.
No. They have a lot less loss through the drive line.
Uh-huh.
But no, I did not do good in my transmission class, so
They run on Magic.
they
Well,
run.
how are they? I want to see like an automatic transmission from like the 60s, like when they were first coming out.
What I want to have like someone fully explain to me is how it's a dual clutch automatic transmission. Because there's 2 clutches in there
Mm-hmm.
that then run it, so it's like it's close to a manual, but it's an automatic, and it's all done by sensors and shit. Not fully sure how the fuck that works, but it's better for performance.
Is that what high-end cars to have for their transmissions to the dual clutch or no?
From what I know, Porsche started it. Then they got some of it. One of the Jettas in the place we used to work had it.
Had dual clutch.
Yeah, the first Jetta.
Mm-hmm.
And it was real like bouncy off the start, or like
Mhm.
didn't always. Yeah,
So that was all three of them.
yeah.
Except
That was, like-
except the brown one, the one that I crashed. That one had they were TDI Jettas, but that one had a tune on it, and it also had a pedal switch. So you had a module that ran to where you could hold, and you put like economy mode, normal mode, sport mode.
Okay, one of those like 5-star pedal things or whatever.
Yeah,
Pedal Commander. I wanna say
something
it's the
like that. But
popular one.
anyway, you put it like in the highest speed. You look at the gas pedal, and it's sending you. So like half throttle is throttle and a half.
Yeah.
Full throttle is just you're flying. Because like the boss, he had his AMG Mercedes, and I went to go pick up that brown jet, and of course I saw that little thing. I put it in high mode, and I sent him a text saying that I think this thing could take his AMG, and he just sent me back, something along the lines of no. And he's like, "What are you talking about? It's the same as the other two cars." Mm-mm. It's not the same. Because that one, I mean, also every time I drove it, I put it in high
Yeah.
speed. I mean, not my car,
Company car. I'm gonna
company
beat the shit
car.
out of this.
Yeah. And no, every stop sign, stoplight, tires squealing.
It's like forklifts at work. You're supposed to like warm those things up and like go through this whole checklist.
So I have a whole checklist I'm supposed to do if I'm the first one on the forklift in the morning. But we run a 24-hour operation. So like, really, who is the first one in that shift? And they're all kind of shared. No one has a dedicated forklift. So anyway, on a payloader today, I had to go fill the hydraulic oil because it was leaking again. And then I overfilled it because the sight glass is acting funky, like there's air in the system. Because I got there, it was empty. I put like half a gallon in it. Now it's full. Now, given this hydraulic tank's like 50 gallons. So me adding a gallon did not fill this thing. And then I turn it on. All the oil goes away out of the sight glass. But then it comes back on. So then I retract all of the cylinders, so all of the fluid should be in the tank now. And it shows empty. And like I walk around thinking, like, what the heck? Look at the sight glass again. It's full. When nothing's happened or moved, it's just kind of going in and out of the sight glass. And it's a long one. So that was fun. So then I drove around the parking lot some and just spitting out oil everywhere.
Did you get it fixed up?
No. Another company's coming to look at that. They beat the snot out of these things. Like, we're replacing hydraulic hoses weekly because they're running into stuff. So like, there's these these are full-size payloaders, like big monsters. So there's also big monster doors in the building so they can take the scrap in and out.
Mm-hmm.
One time, I guess a couple months ago, the dude missed the door. Like, he just ran it through the side of the building, like bulldozers or killdozer style. He still works there. He didn't lose his job either. But just ran it straight through the side of the building. They have these huge bollards on the corners of the doors.
Yeah.
Because again, these buckets, they're also huge buckets on the pillars, and they have claws on either side that come down to grab stuff.
Yep.
And so they're picking up stuff, and then they're running it through the parking lot like bats out of hell. And all the scrap metal gets up underneath, and they pinch stuff, and then they have the buckets too high, run into a pile of scrap. That's how the hoses are getting annihilated constantly. Like, on a regular forklift, this was an enclosed forklift, but still normal size forklift.
Mm-hmm. So you're like 5,000 pound forklift.
8 to 10,000 pound forklifts.
Oh, so a little guy. What are like little stand up ones?
No, 8 to 10,000.
Oh, okay. So bigger. My bad.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were saying 8 to 1,000 pounds. I was like,
No. 8,000 to 10,000.
Yeah, I thought you were saying 800 to 1,000.
No, so it's
like,
one of the.
That's like a little stand up guy.
No. So it's one of the enclosed forklifts. And on this one, there's like 2 steps to get up in there, and the steps have like corrugated steel on top for the 2 steps, so you don't slip when you get up in there. Now,
your standard little forklift, it's got steps. That's not a standard little forklift.
It's not much bigger than a normal forklift. It's not much bigger. But point being, they have those 2 steps. Now, if you were to like run your hands smooth along the side of the forklift,
mm-hmm.
It's kind of smooth because the steps are recessed into it. The steps don't stick out; they're built into it. Are you with me?
Yeah.
You know, I said they have that corrugated steel on top. Yeah, they ripped one off.
How do you rip something?
The one that's not hanging out; it's recessed in. and the whole top thing, had half a dozen, half-inch bolts in it holding it down.
Yeah.
They called me out there, and it was completely crumpled up like a soda can, all bunched up in the front, hanging on by like half a bolt. The whole thing's in it. Again, it's thick metal. This is not like a small sheet metal. It's thick industrial, don't slip stuff on a heavy-duty forklift, all crumpled up. How the heck do you do that?
I just want to point out, it went from a little normal forklift to a heavy-duty forklift.
It's a heavy-duty, 8 to 10,000 pounds. 8 to 10.
That's a big forklift for what I've ran around with. Most the typical forklift I think of is like your 3K forklift.
Oh, so
It's just a little bit bigger than this little Samurai.
yeah, no. So like yeah, it's not that big. But when I think of big ones, I think of like machinery movers.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the forklifts that extend from the center?
Yes.
I see those on. That's cool.
Yes.
When this gets heavy, it just.
Forklifts are one of those things that can come from person sized all the way up to that's bigger than you can take down the road.
Yeah, no, they're Lindy's the brand. Lindy's H80s. If that means anything to you.
I can say this year I worked on a lot of forklifts. Did a maintenance on all four of our forklifts.
It sucks working on those, doesn't it?
I'm not a fan of forklifts.
No, forklift. So
I'm not a fan of LP either. The whole LP system, I don't like that.
Speaking of LP, we have a generator welder at work.
Okay.
Runs on LP. First time I've ever seen that. I've seen diesel generator welders, gas generator welders. Never a propane tank. This one has a propane tank on the back. I'm like, that's a new one. It's the same model as a forklift. I'm like, okay.
So, along that line, it made me think. I got that RV, the bus.
You want a generator welder?
No. It's got a 75,000 watt house generator. Diesel, water cooled, big. Well, I fired it up Friday night, the first night we were out there. So that way all the AC outlets would work and we could charge our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing charged. I was drunk that night, so I looked into it in the morning. I thought, all right, maybe I'll flip the breakers. Maybe the breakers weren't on the right direction. Flip the breakers. Nope, nothing. Grandpa comes out to check on us. I asked him, I was like, man, the generator ain't making no power. He pops open the door with the breakers and everything. He goes, dumbass, plugs it into one of the outlets there. He goes, now it'll make power.
Plugs it on the outlets.
Yeah, so it's got a short cord, right? So like your RV could be plugged into power on like your land or whatever. Well, you got to plug that into one of the 220 outlets that the generator's wired into to make it work. Instead of wiring the generator hardwired in, he just wired outlets, wired all the shit to the cable.
So it's a backwards plug, essentially.
What do you mean?
It's the end cord of the generator is a plug.
Yeah, you have to plug the
generator
bus into the generator. Yeah.
Okay.
Which
at least
the
now
cord
you know.
that you normally plug into, like
Yeah.
your power post at the campground, or whatever. If you want to use the generator, you got to plug the generator into the bus.
That's
They're
nice.
separate systems.
That's nice.
Makes a lot of sense once he explained it to me, but I did not think that's how it was. I was like, I assumed it was hardwired.
Yeah, that would have been a good assumption. How long did you let the generator run for?
All night. Fired it up, plugged it on, went to bed. I was a little drunk. It was Memorial Day weekend. I had a good time. Let's go to bed. Wife wanted her phone charged. So I burned $6.50 diesel to do nothing. Actually, it hasn't ran in 4 years. That might be $3 diesel.
That's a plus.
In a $7 diesel economy. So I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Where are kids in like casts?
Kids in casts?
Yeah, like a broken arm or like a leg. I haven't seen a kid in a cast.
So
since we were kids in casts.
I never had a cast.
Me neither, but like I saw a lot of them.
I never got hurt bad enough to get anything like that. So a lot of times I wish stuff would have broke. It would have hurt less.
What do you mean by that?
It's like getting shot with a paintball. It hurts more if the paintball doesn't break. Sometimes if if there would have been some give, like a bone breaking, I feel like it would have been better than the strain on everything else from it staying intact. Would have helped out a lot.
I did get told that by my doctor when I tore my knee. I tore my
Do you say it would have been better if you broke the whole thing?
I tore my MCL in high school, and I tore like 90% of it.
Uh-huh.
And doctor said, you are going to recover stronger than somebody that had a full tear. But your recovery is going to suck more because part of it's still there. So it's going to be aggravated the entire time.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Then he also called me dumb for walking in there. He was like, how'd you get here? I was like, I drove. And then he goes, and then you walked up the stairs to get here? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, so you are a dumbass. Good to know. And I was like, it hurt, but like, what am I going to do about it, doc?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to buy some crutches from us. You're going to buy these $3,000 crutches. Well, I am. Walmart sells them bitches for $40. I do wish I was still as bulletproof as I was in high school. Or like middle school.
Things hurt a lot more now.
Could you imagine
for
going
longer?
Could you imagine going out and playing tackle football right now with no pads on? We used to do that for hours.
So the for hours thing would be the problem. But I still think I'm middle school, high school age. Where I can do something like that and I will still do it. I paid for it shortly after.
Yeah, how you feel the next morning?
Not great.
Everything hurts. I don't remember it hurting when I was younger.
No, you roll over wrong now. Like I can hear like sandpaper in my shoulder. Like if I roll it just right, like you can like feel it. Feels it's like sounds gritty. So that's always really nice.
Yeah. Being more on the blue collar side is not for the weak. Everything hurts.
You know, my knees. My knees are what's not fun anymore. The crouching, kneeling, stooping, all that stuff.
I wish when I was younger, I would have got a white collar, like, wanted to go into, like, engineering or something where I could sit at a desk and...
I think that just transfers over. It just hurts your back more when you do that.
Yeah, but then they got these standing desks and the walk pads. They're trying to figure it out.
I like when they sit on the yoga balls. Like, you ever see them on the yoga balls? They're like sitting there, like, doing stuff, and they're just, like, bouncing a little bit.
I've never actually seen someone sit on
You never seen that?
chairs. I've seen those chairs. I've never seen anyone do it.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine having a meeting or like an interview and the person interviewing
There's a dude out there bouncing on his ball.
I'd be like, no, I'm good. This.
Yeah.
Interviews
That's
are
how I'm going to
awesome.
feel about the editing, too.
Interviews are wild. I've only had a couple like proper interviews for like you have a whole panel of people in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my interviews have been weird. Had one where
like you have had the whole panels?
I had one going for a government job where they go through and they introduce everyone and they're like, hey, this is the head of accounting. And I'm like, well, I'm interviewing for mechanic position, so I don't know why I'm meeting this guy, but yeah, sure. He can be in here too.
What's up, man?
No. Had an interview where a guy was petting a cat the entire time.
Like a real one or like something?
He was just petting
He had a real cat?
It was in the office. He was just petting it the whole time. Had his legs crossed, kicked up on the table, was petting a cat, looked like a fucking mob boss.
Nice.
Got that job. Every time I've had a non-sophisticated interview, I've gotten the job. The two times
where it's just like a guy.
Yeah, one guy or two guys.
Hey, this is what this is.
Talking.
I've never had a whole panel like where everyone's in there at once. I've had it where it's like a line where you go through one guy and another guy walks in, another guy walks in, another guy walks in, another guy walks in. And then like by the time they're at the last guy, they're just like, yeah, I think you're done now. You can head out.
So
sweet.
You'll never see me again, actually. I don't actually do anything with your department. So this was a good interview. Congrats.
I think if you interviewed like well enough, you could just get most any job if you can just talk your way into it. Now, how long you keep it's different, but I think you'll land most things just by talking your way into it. It's talking with that confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is different than confidence.
The part that I've been told at every interview for every job I've had, they're like, "Yeah, when we hired you, you interviewed very poorly. You didn't seem like you knew what you're doing. You did well once you were here, but we were a little nervous when we hired you." I've been told that twice. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, no, you just do it. You just send it. Overconfident and under deliver.
I will say I picked a little bit of that up from you. Just say yes to whatever your boss tells you.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Can you do that? Yeah, no problem.
Yep, I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know a fucking thing about that, but I'll figure out enough of it to make it good enough.
Yeah, make it work. So my wife just sent me a text. It's a TikTok link.
Yeah.
And then she just said Nolan as a midget.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know what the video is, but that's just what I got.
We'll look at that after.
I'm just gonna take a quick browse, see how accurate that is. So I haven't pressed play yet. I just see the header. What?
Sorry, we're having a
Yeah,
little
no, sorry. I'm enjoying.
technology snafu.
So I can. Yeah, you want to press play on that one? Just you enjoy that.
What the fuck? I don't totally disagree.
That's a country Fabio.
I wish I could get your wife's name off the thing so I could show the camera.
Oh, we can upload it later.
But you may have to like do some editing stuff
Yeah,
since you're the guy that's going to be playing that game.
Mm-hmm. No, we could put that in there.
I guess. Does look a little bit like long-haired me.
But I'm also just thinking that again, someone's trying to throw a javelin. You're like, yeah, throw a javelin.
Yeah, I fully feel like I could.
Yeah. Because also, if someone just had a javelin,
I'm throwing that javelin.
like they don't have to ask you if you want to. You're just gonna throw it.
Yeah. There's a reason I got a fucking lasso in the corner. That's a lot harder than you fucking think it would be.
Isn't that is that a bullwhip?
That was the next
Okay, so
thing.
I was looking at that for a while.
There's a bullwhip over here. That hurts a little bit when you get it around your neck when you're trying to do it. And it will happen.
I never had a bullwhip around my neck. Every time I use one, never.
Oh, dude, I've snapped myself in the ear, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
My wife's dad's really good at it, and he does like these like behind the back cracks and shit. I see him do that, and then I try when he's not looking, and
No good.
no, he's like, oh, you can also like throw it up and then crack it this way. Well, when you crack it this way, if you don't do it right, it comes around.
Is he good with the towel?
I've never seen him whip anyone with a towel, so I don't know.
I would imagine that little snap at the end is kind of nice.
I'll bet you it used to be.
You can probably ask that one on there.
Lifelong one with a mechanic as a mechanic. He ain't got shoulders no more. They're done.
At least it's not like working on boats has to be better than cars. I'm saying that not working on boats.
Outboards, yes. Inboards, no. Outboards really aren't that bad to deal with once you get them out of the water. In the water, they're kind of annoying if you're trying to stay dry.
Did I tell you about the old guy I helped with his RV?
Nope, never heard this story.
I was driving the Phoenix truck, the box truck, with the tools.
Yep.
I went to a rest stop.
So we're talking like a 40, 50 foot box truck with a bunch of tools and stuff to go do maintenance somewhere.
Yeah. And I stopped off at a rest stop to go pee. And as I'm walking back out, this guy who was standing next to a full-size motorhome with a trailer, with a Rolls Royce on the trailer, looks at me and he goes, "Hey man, any chance you got a breaker bar on you? Like a 1/2-inch breaker bar?" And I was like, "Actually, yeah, I do." Yes, please.
You wouldn't believe this. I have every tool imaginable.
So he was standing out there asking people for I don't know how long. he had his the serpentine belt blew off. He took his rolls off, went and got a new belt. He had some tools, but I don't know if you ever worked on a full size motorhome like that.
Once, twice, not a lot.
So my first. And he kind of needed like another hand of getting this on. Also, I couldn't really give him the breaker bar, so I was kind of like there for the ride.
Yeah, this is a company breaker bar.
Which I had to, out of all days, I had time that day to stop and do this. And he, I'm trying to think how to say it. I was in his bedroom in the motorhome.
Mhm.
That's where the floor pan was. Remember the floor panel?
The doghouse.
Sure.
The doghouse is the thing you pick up to get access to the motor.
Yeah, well, this was a floor panel with carpet on it. I had to pick up and set to the side.
Yeah.
Because it was his bedroom floor.
Yeah.
And I'm laying down between the wall and the bed, my arm down like this, as he's underneath it, sticking the breaker bar on the tension pulley,
Mhm.
as I'm trying to pull this up, and also trying to route that belt, which you can't get full access to the front. This is all like side through a wheel well kind of
Yeah.
reaching, and a little bit I can see from the top, but even my access from the top is garbage of getting to the belt. But we wrestled that thing for like 2 hours trying to get that belt on. It was absolutely ridiculous.
So, do you know the reason why Grandpa has a bus with a nose on it instead of one of those under?
Yeah, the cab over stuff, which also this was like in the back.
Yeah, my grandpa straight up said oh yeah, those ones are cheaper. He goes, well, my fat fitting in there. That.
Yeah.
And I was like, I appreciate that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't. No. Or could you imagine the semis that are flat nose?
Full cab overs. That's terrible. Or maybe it's easier though, because like also full cab over semis, like the entire cab flips up. Now you have access to the whole thing. It's open. You know what I mean? Maybe that's better in some way than lifting a hood and then you're still limited sides and front.
I do know a lot of
and the back.
diesel. I do know a lot of diesel truck techs that just take the body off for everything. But I got 40 minutes of work, but it makes my job so much easier when I'm working on the thing. Just boop, whole body's off, and now I get to get.
I'm trying to think taking a Michigan truck. Just, take the cab off. Good luck.
Put some new body mounts. Pull off the torch.
Can't be tight if it's liquid.
Torch fixes a multitude of sins.
It's also very true. That does make a huge difference.
Now working on a Michigan truck without a torch, I'm sorry for your life. I've done a lot of work on cars without a torch available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sucks a lot more.
I've become very preppy. I really like the whole fully loaded shop with my full toolbox and all that. The days of doing it with crescent wrenches and hammers, no longer my thing.
Yeah. Air hammers are nice. For chiseling some stuff.
A good air hammer will solve a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm. That would actually help out a lot.
Save your back. Or save your arm. Just from swinging a hammer a bunch of times. The air hammer just... You are moving now.
Yeah.
Damn it. I swore.
So it's more like the 60th time. It's been nonstop. Nonstop.
Darn. I thought I was doing good. I was gonna
No. I think I might be under exaggerating with 60.
I thought I was doing good.
What'd your grandpa say?
No, that one I did, yeah. Alright.
That one sentence was like 6 of them.
Maybe that chunk gets removed.
No. I'm hoping though it stays warm and starts actually feeling like summer.
Well, the unofficial start just happened. Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, that's the unofficial start, but I know like last week it was still like in the 40s. The week before was 80s. Now we're back to 80s.
Could use some more 70s.
Today was hot. That was not ideal. I was sweaty at like 7.
I really don't like it when it's this warm. I prefer 70s and 60s. A good
60s and 70s is good. But so like the 80s, like it was nice, but like that was too early to
No,
be sweaty.
no. 80 is never nice.
If you're
It's fun for 30 seconds when you step outside and you're in the sun.
no,
You're
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
it's
no,
nice
no,
and
no, no.
warm.
80 can be nice.
Name one time 80 is nice.
80 can be nice
When?
when you're not working outside and you're just outside, going to the playground, taking the kids.
Also, you want to sweat as you sit there and let your kids play.
You're not really necessarily sweaty if there's a nice breeze and you're not actively doing stuff. You're just hanging out. It's nice.
No, 75.
I saw a dude.
72.
I saw a dude in a sweatshirt today with his hood up.
Well, he was probably high.
So possibly, but that's how I knew it wasn't. It wasn't. It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Is not the
Could-
description
it
when
could-
we're talking about ideal
It could
temperatures.
have been worse. He could have been sweaty and high.
He probably was.
You don't really sweat when you're high, right?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I've never thought about it.
I'm just thinking, like, have you ever seen someone who's like really high and sweaty?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Like I see him out of breath sometimes, but that's about it.
But I've never thought about this before.
I'm gonna make a note of that. No, I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna ask someone.
I'm gonna have to text a stoner and see what they say.
Sweaty and high.
Sweaty and high. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let us know. Can you be sweaty and high at the same time?
I'm make sure I put a question mark on this so I know that's a question, not a statement. Because I'm gonna mix that up later. What?
You ever scrolled back through your notes and tried to figure out what you were talking about at the time?
I used to, but I label all my notes now. All my notes have titles, so I know the main subject matter of what I'm about to spill out there. It's easier to decipher that way.
No. I go back and look at notes from like 6 years ago, and I'm like,
I've been doing it for a long time.
or all the way back to like my first Android phone, and I'm like, oh, I have a note from
Which I just upgraded my notes app.
2012.
I always used to use Samsung Notes. I'm on Google Notes now. Kind of a fan of that now. See? See, I made a lot of odds and stuff. Part trucks contents, panel gold list, names you get on job sites, material order list, line 6.
Being a boat mechanic for years, they're going through photos of random boat parts.
So, speaking of photos, I just recently did a photo delete on my phone.
Yeah.
Of a lot of them. I was up to almost 7,000 pictures, which normally I don't take pictures of anything. That's not a...
It's all job site pictures.
Yeah, and I got down to like 1,000. I deleted like 5,000 pictures, but I was so nervous about doing it, I actually didn't delete them. I just moved them to a thumb drive. So they're off my phone now, but if it came up, I still have them.
No, so we have to take videos at work of all the boats we pull out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
That takes up a lot of space.
Do you have a work phone?
Nope. Get paid slightly for my phone usage.
Yeah. Do you have, like, how many gigs does your phone hold?
256, I want to say, is what I have now.
I think mine's at 120 something. Something like that. It's not very much. Right now, when I get another one, I'm going bigger. Because that took up a lot. Also, I didn't realize, like, even the apps on my phone, it's like 40 gigs of just apps.
Actually, no, I might have the 516 or 512, whatever the 5.
Uh-huh.
Because it's 5 with an odd number afterwards.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But then also, then it's like, if you have like 512 gigs, then you go in your settings, and it's like, you have 480 usable, and you're like,
Yep.
Where's the rest? Gimme. Do you run a Galaxy?
Yep. Samsung Galaxy.
I don't know if you were like a Note person. Do they still make the Note?
Nope. They got rid of it. I'd still be a Note person.
Okay, so you were a Note person.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I got the Plus Ultra, so I can still get my S Pen.
Do you like your pen? Do you use that?
Yeah. Mainly, to be honest, I use it when customers are talking to me and I want to make them feel special, I'll have my pen out and I'm writing on the black screen. Because if you pull your pen out and just start writing, it'll write it down as a quick note.
Yeah.
And then I'm just sitting there writing whatever they're telling me, or sometimes I'm just doodling things.
No, I have the S Pen. Mine. This.
Yeah.
Which all cool. You take pictures by pressing the little button.
Mm-hmm.
Also you can do like air gestures and do stuff to your phone. Well, are you actually gonna work? No, it don't work. So with my phone case, my pen doesn't work. Which also, when I bought this case, it specifically says
The pen works through the screen protector that's on it.
It's not the screen print. It's the back case. It's the case itself.
Oh.
Which actually, right now of all times, it kind of shows up sometimes, but won't let me write. Because it knows I pulled the pen out, so it changed to the black screen. Nothing. But if I take it out of the case, it works fine. The case just blocks all of that.
Right now, I can't even get to my S Pen. Because...
Do you have the wrong case on it?
Nope. It's broken. The bottom little piece is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
But also, the charging port on my phone is
What
broken.
phone is that?
22 Ultra, I want to say.
Yeah, the 22? That's what this is.
But the back piece in that, screen's cracked, charging port's dead.
Is that a screen protector crack, or is that screen?
The screen was cracked, and then I put that screen protector on it, then the screen got more cracked, so now I'm scared to remove the screen protector.
Yeah. That checks out. Because the screen protector got cracked. So, like, the pen's nice, but I haven't found enough use for it. I like that part more. I'll take that over the S Pen. Like, that part's actually really convenient.
Is that the case or the phone?
It's the case.
I was like, I'm pretty sure if you said we have the same phone, my phone don't do
No,
that.
it's my case. It has a magnetic back on it. So, but it's really cool. Like, so again, if I need to like put my phone up, whatever, it's really easy just to stick it to something. But it's also really bad because I forget my phone places a lot, and you forget where you stick it, because it's not like you can't look at flat surfaces and like, oh, I left it on the table. It's like, oh, it's on the bumper.
It's on anything magnetic. It's somewhere along the
Yeah.
front.
So that part kind of sucks. But it's a strong magnet. You can feel that. Stick to it. Like it chunks on there. Like I've driven away with it on the side of my truck before.
Yeah, you could probably get up to like 40 miles per hour without that thing going anywhere.
Yeah, it just kind of stays there.
So, that's fun.
Oh. You want to start dying off now. It's getting later in the year. In summer, you die off on work, don't you? Or stay busy in summer? Or kind of get like intermittent, more emergency.
We die off in the winter, but spring and fall we're real heavy, and then summer we're just kind of. I get an average work pace, 40 to 45 hours a week.
So you get like work-life balance at that point.
Yeah.
Kind of go and do your thing.
And then around like July 4th, like you'd expect, everyone's back, in Michigan, driving their boats. So
we got all the FIPS showing up.
Yeah, you get a little bit more work then.
Yeah, well. Ugh. No. Just get to enjoy summer. Makes that a lot better.
But I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Might be time to head on home.
Yeah. Gotta go back home. Make life happy.
Get back to reality. All right.
Come out and play.
Thanks for coming out and playing with us.
Playing with us.